people, I think it's just like Americans in general, we just want the one shot and done.
Yeah, no.
The what's it called? Ozempic or whatever for weight loss. You know what I mean? It's like, I just want a shot and lose weight type of situation, and people don't want to put the work for me. I was just so happy to be out of pain. It was over 11 years of just the pain and just getting worse and worse to where, you know, I'd have nights where I was just like, what's the point? You know, I remember a point where I was coming up towards my 50th birthday, and there had been like 2 days in 1 week where I couldn't get out of bed on my own. You know, it used to be I'd roll over on my stomach, I'd slide out, and it's funny you talk about your calves cramping. So that would happen to me too. I lost, after my surgery, this outer head of my calf completely stopped firing. It was just like a dead piece of meat there. Couldn't stand up on my toes. And what would happen was when I was sleeping, it would cramp and lock with my toe pointed. Yeah. And when it was one, it sucked, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, it started being both of them. And I would wake up in the morning with both toes locked, and so I couldn't put weight on them. And you have some nights like, I'm like, oh, well, I'm not even 50. I can't get out of bed. What's the point? Yeah. You know what I mean? Where am I going to be at 60, 55? You know, like I started thinking, oh, I'm going to be in a wheelchair eventually here. And, you know, that thought was in the back of my mind. They had told me, hey, you know, you're a good candidate for a fusion. You know, the idea of fusing my first vertebrae to my pelvis and then the other two vertebrae above it was just like, you know, I remember one of the doctors I talked to was like, you know, just know when you do this fusion, they'll never bend again. Like, you're going to create a new bend spot. And I didn't believe him. I didn't trust him, thank God. I don't know when I had the stem cells. But, you know, the mind plays tricks on you. So I was down to, I had tried everything down to where I was like, yeah, let's stick some stem cells in there. Like, I'll do anything. And then, you know, it made sense. Okay, you know, I don't have pain, but I am so weak, you know, so I was really willing to do the work. And I think another part of it, and we see this a lot with our cancer patients, which is why we have a class here called Power of the Mind, and we have our psychologists, is that, you know, you got to want to win up here. You got to think you're going to get better, or you're less likely to, right? And we see, especially in cancer, if a person's mind completely gives up, unfortunately, their body is soon to follow.